Hey, 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 people. Hi, 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 hi. Say hello when you're coming in. Say hello when you're coming in. Okay, guys. You are flying in there. I was setting up my presentation in Canva. So little quick tip when you're setting up on Canva, if you do like presenter view, it works a little bit better for you. So that's what I was doing there. So that's why I was a minute late. Hi, Miss Orla. How you doing? Say hello, guys, so I can see who's here. As you know, I actually say this every time I do a webinar, and it's so true. I hate that I can't see your faces. I'm so used to teaching with all your faces and looking at you all. It's so weird for me to be here going, am I on my own? Hey John, how you doing? Good to have you here. Hey Anya, how you doing? Hi Catherine, how are you? Hi Carmel, hi Orla. Guys, thanks for being here. As always, I am eternally grateful for your time. Hi Caroline, how are you doing? So a little bit of housekeeping, guys. This is going to be, hi Gail. This is going to be a very, very busy session. I am going to throw loads, hi Justine. I'm going to throw loads of information at you guys. So be ready. This is all about creating content and things that people are doing wrong on social media. And whether you have learned from me before, I see some of my beautiful authority builders here, whether you've learned from me before or whether you haven't, whether you've been to these free classes before, you will still learn something new because it's new content every time I do them. And also there's always new stuff. It doesn't matter how often I watch presentations by some of the guys that I follow, I always learn something new. So delighted to have you all here. Let me know in the comments who's here, where you're from, and also let me know if we've met before physically. Not physically. Loads of us have not met physically with this crazy pandemic that's on. What I mean is let me know if we have chatted before, or if you're new to Denise Inspired, because if you are very, very welcome. But that will let me know if I need to tell you anything about myself, because a lot of these names I notice that know me, so I don't have to go into all that malarkey about who I am. Who has time for that? Guys, I'm super excited to be here on a Friday morning at 11 o'clock. These are all very, very good for being here. We do have a questions and answers box, okay? So you will see the questions and answer box at the bottom of your screen. That is where I would like you to put your questions about the session. So if you have a question about some of the content or a question about anything I'm talking about, throw them in there if you can. Don't worry if you throw them in the chat by mistake, that's okay too. But my reason for that is just to keep the chat for you guys to chat and that I don't miss any of the questions, if that makes sense. So as I said, we have 18 here and the numbers are still growing. So keep coming, keep coming. We will get started now in 1 second. I'm going to just quickly run through the list of you and say hello. So hi, Victoria. Victoria is a lovely authority builder as well. Hi, Steve. Thanks for having us. Steve from Mammy says this. Brilliant, Steve. Nice to have you here. Fiona at Cloughlin Farm and Cookery School in beautiful Longford. Beautiful. Well done, Fiona, and thanks for being here. Justine is a beautiful authority builder as well. Lovely to have you here, Justine. And Gail, another authority builder. Jeff Chaplin. Is it Jeff? Am I saying that right? Thanks for being here, Jeff. And the lovely John Dawson. Lovely to have you here too. Anya and Carmel and Orla, another 3 fantastic authority builders. And Miss Catherine, lovely to have you here, guys. I'm super excited. Thank you, as I said, for your time. I'm just putting my phone on silent, and I suggest you guys do the same so you don't get any distractions. This is going to be a great session, guys. Stay with it right till the end, and I will give you actionable steps, things that you guys are doing wrong on social media, and things that you can quickly do to fix them. Hi, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, so as I said, we've 20 of you guys in here, so say hello when you pop in, because I want to see your names, I want to see who's here, and I want it to be as interactive as possible. I am not the type of person who wants to sit here and just talk to myself for the next hour, so I want some interaction in the chat from you guys. You guys know that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. I know I said that a million times, but I'm going to dive right into these questions, these mistakes. Getting it wrong already, Denise. The mistakes that so many business owners are making on social media. Hi, Anne from Florina, Floral Studio. Hi, Deirdre, how are we doing? So guys, I want to talk to you guys about the mistakes that people are making. First of all, I want to say to you, can you all see my screen okay? Can you see that picture of me in the yellow dress, and then you've got me up in the top corner or somewhere there. Let me know in the comments if you can see that okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if my sound is okay. It is beautiful and lashing raining here in Dublin. I don't know what the weather is like where you guys are, but it is, my daughter Sophie used to say, flashing from the heavens, because she thought that's what you meant. So it's flashing from the heavens here in Dublin. Hi Paula, how you doing? Caroline says, yes, you are super golden girl. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Oh, guys, it's so good to have so many friendly faces here. There's so many people that I know. Is there anybody here that I don't know that has only literally signed up for this webinar and you've never come across Denise Inspired before? Is that possible? That you haven't seen any of my videos, but I just popped up in maybe a Facebook ad? Mike Hannigan, is that you? You're new. Welcome, Mike. It's so good to have you here. So a little bit about me for Mike and anybody else. I am Denise Inspired. I teach businesses and business owners how to show up online, how to show up as their best selves, but also how to create content, how to become the go-to within their industry, and just to get out of their own way and really create that business and life that they desire. Because I am sick of watching bigger corporates and bigger businesses who, you know, have loads of ad spend to getting all the orders, when the smaller brands are, you know, struggling to do well online. But we know, anybody who knows me and who's followed me for a while, or some of my people who are in my other programs, we know that when we become the go-to within our industry, when we start to show up online and we get visible online, we become that go-to. And then that's when we can compete with the bigger brands with all their money for their ads. We don't need to spend lots of money on ads because we know how to use social media organically. We know how to create content organically. And that's what I'm going to help you with, guys, here. So Mike, you're very welcome. And anyone else that is new, my background is marketing. I've been marketing for the last 25 years or something. I started off with One for All, you know, the gift card company. It was tiny when I started. And there was only 3 of us that worked there. It has grown now. When I left them 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was design and marketing manager for Ireland, the UK and Malta. So that's where I got all my on the ground marketing experience. And I've been running businesses ever since, the last 12 years. So that's me. Enough about me. Let's dive right in. Mistakes business owners make on social media and how can we fix them quickly? Okay. I thought my screen was going to freeze there and I'd be like, ta-da! The joy of technology. Okay, so how can we create content that makes your customers want to buy without spending all of your time on social media? Isn't that the big goal, guys? Because we're out there and we're spending time, we're posting on Facebook, we're posting on Instagram, we're posting on LinkedIn, nobody's commenting, nobody's listening. We're going out of our minds with these posts and everyone's like, you have to use social media. But how the heck, how can we use it? And how can we get noticed online when the online space is so noisy, guys? That's where I'm going to help you. I don't want you to just add more noise to what's already a huge noisy space. I want to help you, guide you through this so that you're creating good content that sells, good content that brings customers and clients into you. So you've seen others show up and they're everywhere, but you're struggling. You see people, you might see me out there. I think those of you who follow me, you might see me popping up all over your timelines. There she is on Instagram. There she is over on Facebook. Now she's on LinkedIn. I just got an email from her. How the heck does she get any work done? Does any of you ever wonder that? Does any of you ever see me there and go, what the heck, Denise? Now, I know my authority builders know some of my secrets or know all of my secrets, but those of you who have not been in my authority builder program, you guys might wonder, does Denise just sit on social media all day? Let me know in the comments if that's what you think, because it is not true. I'll answer that question for you in a minute, Victoria. So yeah, that's what's happening. People are showing up on Instagram, showing up on Facebook, but others are trying their best and just not getting anywhere. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And you don't have the time as a business owner. You don't have the time to spend all of your time on social media because you've got a business to run. You don't even know how to use it or where to start because you're like, do I post on Instagram? Do I post on Facebook? Do I cross post? Do I use, what kind of content do I use? What do I talk about? So you're posting and posting, but you're making the same mistakes that most businesses out there are making. Are you ready to hear the mistakes? Of course you are. Of course you are. I'm going to show you 3 mistakes and how to quickly fix them. And also, guys, let me know in the comments, am I speaking too fast or can you keep up with me? I speak really fast because I like to get through loads of content. Let me know if you need me to slow down. because I can slow down if you want me to. I can sing a song if you want me to. No, I can't. I can't sing. So I'm going to show you 3 mistakes and how you can quickly fix them. I'm also going to give you a plan so that you can create content effectively and make sales with ease. Does that sound good? Hell yeah, that sounds good. Let me know in the comments if that sounds good. All right. Let me know. I'm patiently waiting. I'm pretending I'm patiently waiting while my screen gets stuck, really. That's what I was doing. Orla says slow down a little bit. Orla, I will slow down a little bit. Sorry, guys. I get so fast with my content. Okay, so mistake number 1 is buy my stuff, okay? This is my pet hate. This is one I talk about a lot, and it is the biggest mistake that people are making online, guys. It is buy my stuff. Now, what do I mean by that? I want to talk you through this little scenario. Some of you might have heard this story before. This is my little story I like to use. So let's say I move into a new area. I moved house there in November, okay? So into the new house, and the guys next door are having a party. They invite us in. So I turn up at the door. They open the door and they say, hey. I stick my hand out, back when we could shake hands, stick my hand out and I say, hey, I'm Denise, how's it going? Did you know that I can help you build your business? Did you know that I can teach you how to use social media so that you're profiting from social media? Did you know that I can make you be the go-to in your industry and help you build your business? And the guy is at the door going, oh my God, there is a crazy person at my door. How many of you have felt that? How many of you have seen that on social media, where someone that you do not know just is suddenly in your timeline going, buy this thing, you know, buy this pen, it's amazing. Buy this glass of water, it's the best glass of water you've ever seen in your life. And you're like, who the hell are you? I don't know you. I'm not buying your glass of water. Yeah? Every single day, Orla says. Exactly. And that's what's happening on social media, guys. People are putting out Facebook ads. They're putting out posts and they're saying, you know, here's my offer. Buy my stuff. Buy my program. Buy my product. Buy this. John says, I would say 95% of the time. It is so true, guys. Business owners are the crazy person at the door at the party who is trying to pitch the guy who's just letting him in the door of the party. Yeah. So if I go back to my party scenario and I'm standing there going, yeah, I'm Denise Inspired and here I am to do this for you. The man at the door thinks I'm off my rocker. Yeah. The man at the door goes, I don't know you. You're no longer invited to my party. Close the door. Get out. You're crazy. Yeah. So that's what we're doing on social media. When we see these ads that are in our timelines that are annoying us because we don't know the people, we snooze them. We hide them. We tell Facebook we don't want to see them, or we just ignore them. Yes, we scroll on by. Caroline says, I flick past those adverts selling 24/7. Of course we do. Why? Because we don't know the people. We don't know the product. They're invading our social media. It is social media. Yeah? Social media. We've got to be more social. So I want to take you back to my party, my next door neighbor's party. And I knock on the door and they open the door and I'm there with my little bottle of wine and I say, hey, I'm Denise from next door. Thanks for inviting me. And the guy says, you're welcome. Come on in, Denise. I'm Paul. In you come. I'll get you a glass and get you a drink and introduce you to some people. Brilliant. So in I go. And I'm chatting to people. I'm like, yeah, hi, I'm Denise. I live next door. And they're saying, hi, Denise, how are you? The chat starts to flow. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm building relationships at the party. I'm getting to know people. I'm saying to people, so, you know, how are you doing? Where do you live? Have you got kids? Yes, I've got 3 kids and I live next door, blah, 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 blah. The general chit chat, the general warming up of people that we do at a party or at a networking event. We chat, we get to know people. We ask them questions. We get involved in what they are talking about. Then the conversation might steer to work. I might say something like, so what do you do? And Paul might say, well, actually, I run a business. I have a mechanics down the road. And I go, brilliant. And he says to me, what do you do? And I say, well, what I do is I run social media. I help businesses like you run their social media. I wouldn't even say like you because that would be too salesy when I'm at a party. But I'd say I help business owners get launched on social media, or I help business owners show up on social media. Now, Paul says, oh my God, I am brutal on social media. I think I need your services. Do you see how that came around to the sale without me being salesy? That is how we are selling in our day-to-day lives. That's how we would sell if we were at a party. That's how we would sell if we're at a networking event. That's how we would sell to our friends and our family. It is how we need to start selling on social media. We have to stop, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Excuse me. So the key to social selling is being social, not selling. All right. It's about building relationships. It's about getting to know people. It's about delivering value, putting value-based posts out there. I've said it before. I like it to be about 80-20 rule. So 80% of my content should be value-based or personal. Only 20% should be selling. So if you work that out in your head, if we said we were going to do 10 posts, out of every 10 posts, only 2 of them are selling. If you go back to your Facebook page or your Instagram page and you scroll through your page, can you hand on your heart honestly tell me that 80% of them are value-based and informational-based and personal, and that only 20% are selling? Maybe, maybe not. If you go back, and I urge you to do this later, not now, don't leave me now, don't leave me now. Later on, look at your pages, do this exercise, do this little review and say, do you know what? Am I doing this right? Am I being too salesy? Am I asking people, buy my stuff, sign up for my course? Another big one is what we tend to do as content creators is we go quiet because we're busy. So we're busy working, we're busy doing our job, we're busy delivering for clients, we're busy. And then we realize, oh, I've nothing in my pipeline. I've no clients signed up for the next couple of weeks. I've no sales coming in. I need to get sales. So we jump back on our social media and we sell. Now our clients, our customers, our followers, our prospects, they're piddled off. I don't know why I used that word. I never used that word before, but I wanted to use a nicer word than the one I was going to. But they're annoyed because they're like, where the heck have you been? I haven't seen you in weeks, and now suddenly here you are going, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. We have got to consistently create content that delivers value and lets people know that we are open for business. So that is the big mistake. Number 1 is being too salesy, guys. All right. Mistake number 2 is no plan or no strategy. Okay. So this is nearly as bad as the buy my stuff one, because when we don't have a plan or a strategy, we are posting willy-nilly. And my American friends love when I say willy-nilly. I get a good laugh when I say that. I was speaking at an event in Orlando a couple of years ago, and I was literally on the stage, and when I said, we're posting willy-nilly, people were like, what? And so many people came up to me after the event and said, what is willy-nilly? But you guys know what I mean. But that's what we're doing. We're waking up in the morning and we're going, oh, I probably should post on social media. I probably should post on Facebook. Oh, will I? Oh, I don't know what to post about. Maybe I'll do it later. And you go into the office and you work away. And then it gets to the evening time. Oh, Janie Mac, I never posted. Maybe I'll do a live video. Okay, what'll I do? What'll I talk about? Nobody under pressure like that can think about what they're supposed to talk about in their post or in their live video or in whatever piece of content they're going to do. Nobody can think what they're going to write in a blog. If you're going to do a blog post and you're sitting here on the blank screen and you're like, what'll I talk about? That stuff needs to be planned. That stuff needs a strategy around it. All right. So we have got to plan, create a content plan, and everybody gets caught up with the content plan. What should it look like? What app should I use? Should I use this? What color should it be? None of it matters. Something that works for you. There are lots of fancy apps out there that you can use. Lots of people use fancy apps. I don't anymore. I use a spreadsheet. A Google spreadsheet is what I use. So something similar to this. And I plan out my content. Sometimes I just use my normal paper diary. I have a normal paper diary. Sometimes I just write out my month's content in this. All right, super simple. The idea is to keep it simple. We don't want to overcomplicate ourselves with more tools and more tasks to be done. If you are more of a tool kind of a person and you enjoy to have like to-do lists that you tick off, stuff like that. There's some fantastic tools that you can use. I like Trello for planning out content, so maybe check that out. Asana is another one. Dubsado is another one. These are some tools that you can use to plan your content. But as I said, a piece of paper and a pen does just as good. All right. And then there's something else that we need to implement, and that is my content circle. Now, my authority builders love my content circle. It is a fantastic way of creating content and freeing up your time and ensuring that you create an omnipresence around the web. So I'm going to quickly run you through what the content circle means. So in the middle is your main core piece of content. For you, that might be a blog post. It depends on the type of person you are. If you're like me and you like video, for me, that middle core piece of content is always a live video. If you're into live video, that's what you put there too. If you're a blogger and you really love to write, maybe that's a blog. Maybe that's a YouTube video. Maybe that's an article on LinkedIn. Whatever your favorite piece, whatever piece of content you can do off the bat like that really easily, put that in the middle there. So for me, it's live video. So the idea is, after I've planned out my content, and I'm going to talk to you more about planning content in a minute, but we work on umbrella content plans. So let's say that show me what industry you guys are in. Tell me in the comments what industry that you guys are in. John Dawson, you're a coach, aren't you? What kind of coaching do you? Let me know in the comments. Caroline's holistic healing. Fantastic, right? So let's say Caroline is going to do a live video, right? Keep going. Yeah, let me know what you all do so I can use them as examples. So let's say Caroline's core piece of content is going to be a live video, and it's going to be on holistic healing. So she says to herself, she sits down with her plan and she said, right, what am I selling? What is my main thing that I'm selling? Now, Caroline might wear a few different hats. She might have a few different treatments that she does, but one of her favorite treatments might be Reiki. And I'm just picking this off the top of my hat. Caroline might say it's wrong, but this is for argument's sake. Reiki might be her favorite treatment to do. Oh, craniosacral therapy. I can never say that word. Craniosacral therapy is her favorite piece, right? And I know because I have been to Caroline for that treatment, and it's amazing. Okay, so she's going to do a video on the I can't say it. Craniosacral therapy. I'm dyslexic. I cannot say that word. So I'm just going to say therapy. So she's going to do a video on her therapy, and she is going to talk about the benefits of this therapy, right? So she's going to tell us how amazing it is, how it's going to make you feel, what it's going to fix, all of that kind of stuff. If that's her favorite piece of content or her favorite treatment to put out, a lot of her content needs to be talking about that. So she plans it out. She does her video talking about her therapy, but instead of putting out that video, let's say it's a Monday morning and she does her live video, craniosacral. Say craniosacral. That's my dyslexia. It's terrible. Craniosacral. So let's say she has a week of content, right? On the Monday morning, she does her live video. The live video comes out about the therapy. Instead of that being the end of that piece of content that she's just done, she might have done a 3-minute video. She might have done a 10-minute video. That video now gets downloaded, guys. She downloads that video and she uploads it to an app to get the transcriptions. So now she has the text of what she said and the video. She adds them together to put the subtitles on the end of the video so that it becomes a video for her YouTube channel. Okay, if she has a YouTube channel. So now she has a live video on Facebook or Instagram and a video for her YouTube channel. But she doesn't stop there, because now she has these transcripts that can become a nice long form blog post on her website if she has a website. So she cleans up all the text. Remember, this is what her words she was speaking, so she doesn't have to sit down now and try to write a blog. Everybody knows when you sit down at a blank screen and you try to write a blog, you go, oh. So she said the words. It's easier. The words are there. She just cleans it up, puts some headers and puts some images and puts it as a blog on her website. Now she has 3 pieces of content, guys, from that one live video. All right, 3 pieces. Now, We don't stop there, because we know when Caroline was doing her video that she had some golden nuggets of information in there that are very important. Caroline goes back to her transcripts and pulls out those golden nuggets, those little tips, those little ideas that she put out, and she creates beautiful image posts for Instagram. We've all seen these image posts where the quote posts where it's like, did you know what this therapy can do for your back? Or did you know we can realign your spine? Blah, 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 whatever the little quotes may be, they become quotes on her Instagram. The transcripts can also be cleaned up. If she's on LinkedIn, they can create an article on LinkedIn. Do you get where I'm going with this? Stories in Instagram, IGTV, stories in Instagram, video on Facebook, video on YouTube, articles on LinkedIn, long form posts on Facebook, image quotes on Instagram. The idea is we have one main piece of content in the week and everything else complements it and follows it. Do you know how much time that would save you? It saves you days and days of time per week and per month by creating your content like this. I would guess that every single one of you is creating content in the fly by the seat of your pants type of way, as I like to say, to use my Pretty Woman quote. And that is, you wake up in the morning and go, I better post something. What'll I post? And you're wasting time. You're on there scrolling, trying to think of ideas. When you have a plan and you have your content planned out like this, and you know what you're selling at the end of it, because remember, we're trying to sell without being salesy. So the information we put out brings us in our clients and customers. For a long time, I was doing websites and social media for the construction industry. The more websites and more social media I did for construction, the more websites and social media jobs I got for construction. And it was like this big vortex of construction work. And it was growing and growing and growing. And I said to myself one day, why am I doing all this construction work? It was obvious, guys, because they were the jobs I was doing. So I was talking about the jobs I was doing on my videos. So the construction guys were coming to me. They were referring people to me. I was becoming this go-to person within the construction industry, but I didn't want to be that. Sorry, Mike, I know you were in construction. I pulled myself back and said, hang on a minute. That's not me. Yes, I can do social for construction. Yes, I can do websites for construction, but that's not where I wanted to niche myself. So be very careful about what you're talking about on your socials. Be very careful about, I worked with a photographer recently and he was putting up some posts, and I said to him, right, do not tell me what you specialize in. Do not tell me what jobs you want in, who you want in, who your perfect customer are. I'm going to look at your Facebook and I'm going to tell you. So I looked at his Facebook and I came back to him and I said, some of your biggest sellers are communion photos, and you want to get communion photos and family ones. They're your big ones. And he said, well, actually, no, I really want corporate. What? Then why have we got communion kids and family photos all over your Facebook? It just makes sense, guys. And I know it sounds super, super simple, but it is simple. You have got to put fresh eyes on, put your fresh goggles on, and go and look at your Facebook page. Go and look at your Instagram page. Are you being too salesy? Are you talking about stuff that you actually want to work at? Are you talking about work at all? Because sometimes we can be just out there going, hey, here I am doing this and I'm doing this and this, and we forget to make an offer. We forget to tell people, actually, did you know that I was in business? Shh, did you know I'm in business? It's not a fucking secret, guys. Make sure your Facebook page says you're in business. Make sure your Instagram page says you're in business. Guys, is this making sense? Let me know in the comments. I need to have a drink of water. Let me know if you're getting this content wheel, content circle. I'm calling it a content circle now. Let me know in the comments if you're there and you haven't fallen asleep. If anybody falls asleep now, there'll be trouble. It's starting to make sense now. Got it. Yes, love it. Yes, all good. Brilliant. Mike says, Mike's asleep. I will kill you, Mike. Caroline says lights out. There'll be trouble. Orla says perfect sense as always. Guys, so this is the content circle, and I'm going to talk to you more about the content circle in a little bit, but I'm going to skip by this and I'm going to come back to it. How do you get to the point without being over the top? She has a t-shirt for it. I do have a t-shirt. Mike sent me my Does That Make Sense t-shirt. Have you seen me wearing that on my Instagram? It says, does that make sense? And Mike sent me that because obviously I say, does that make sense a lot? But I like that saying. Okay, mistake number 3, guys. Not showing your face. You have got to get out of your own feckin' way and show your face. We buy from people, regardless of their shape, their size, what they look like. We buy from people because we get invested in their story. We like what they're talking about. Tell your story. Stop hiding behind a brand or a logo. Tell your story about why you do what you do. Look around, guys, at the biggest personal brands on Facebook and on Instagram and see what they're doing. Every one of them has a story. Every one of you guys actually are here because you know my story, because you've seen my face and you've listened to what I say. So now you're leaning forward to what I'm saying. You can create that too in your business. It's just getting out of your own way and showing your face. That may or may not be video. You guys know I love my live video. So you might not feel comfortable chatting like this. Nobody does, guys. Nobody does. It takes a long while to get used to holding that phone up and chatting. But there are other ways. You can still post photographs to show your face. You know, you can post behind the scenes videos. You can show photos of you out and about with the family. Showing your face is so, so important. So people get to know the face behind the business, guys. And I urge you to come out from behind that logo and put your face to the brand. If you are on Facebook or Instagram for your business, make sure that the profile picture of your page is your face. Even if it's a business page, we do business with people, guys. Yeah, your brand is of course important, but none of us is Coca-Cola. None of us is Kit Kat or, you know, Circle K Garage. Our logos, as much as we love them and we think they're beautiful and we spent ages picking the colors and checking the fonts and making sure we're happy with them, as much as we love them, they are not a big brand. They are not going to get as noticed as your face. If you show up as you and show your face, people will get used to seeing you. Brian says, makes sense when you think about it. Exactly, Brian. People will get used to Brian. Your brand comes after. People get used to Denise. They know Denise Inspired. They know she's the girl who does the social media. She's the girl who teaches your business. My brands, my logos, all that kind of stuff, they all come after. The personal brand is what we're building, guys, if we're a small business, because the personal brand is what separates us from the bigger brands and what helps us to compete with big brands who have loads of money, loads of ad spend. We can compete with them by being ourselves, telling our story and showing up as our authentic selves. Does that make sense? Let me know there in the comments. As Myron Golden, one of my good friends, is an amazing coach from the States. He says, are you picking up what I'm putting down? So let me know if you are. So start to show your face, guys. Yeah. Even like this. So Facebook loves to find me in these lovely screenshots, and my friends love to screenshot them and WhatsApp them to me. Yeah, I remember doing a social media course one time and they said, always the logo on your profile. Yours makes much more sense, Fiona says. Exactly. Guys, beware. And I say this with love, and I say this not giving out about anybody, but beware of these courses that you go on and people teach you social media from a book. Yeah, from a book. Logos on your social media is what we would have done 5 or 6 years ago, before we realized how strong a personal brand is, before the onslaught of Instagram and what we call influencers. And we now know that we are influenced by other people. We now know that if our friend checks in at a hotel or a restaurant, guess what happens? We want to go there. If a friend puts up a picture of a nice cocktail that they're drinking, we want to have that cocktail. People buy from people. We want that human touch. We are no longer buying from brands. We want to buy local. We want to shop local. COVID, the whole lockdown has brought this even more to the forefront. As we go into the silly season of Christmas, remember, we want community-based. People are buying experiences. People want, if we remember all the Christmas ads last year, they were all about community. Remember the lovely one, the Woodies ad, where, you know, they fixed the old woman's lights, and the John Lewis ad was lovely as well. It was all about inclusion and visiting people, and, you know, sending food to people and looking after people. Remember this as we come up to Christmas. If you've got a physical product or an informational product, remember that we're buying experiences. How can you add more value? How can you package what you're selling into a nice big gift or a nice big experience for somebody? That's what we're buying. And remember your face. So turn up on your Instagram stories, turn up in your Facebook stories. Let people see you, let people see the real you, and they will get invested in your story. If your business hasn't launched yet, if you're in the middle of getting ready to launch, talk about it. Don't keep it a secret. Do you know the businesses that talk about their startup and document their journey, by the time they launch, they're already making sales? Whereas the ones who sit back and do it, what I call old school business used to teach us, okay, you want to start a business. First, you must sign up with the CRO. Now you must get your tax affairs in order. Now you must find a good accountant and figure out how you're going to, what? We're worrying about taxes and accountants and we haven't made any money yet? No. Now you must get a website and a logo and some letterheads and some business cards and some compliment slips. And they're going to sit in the corner of your office in a pile this high of paper printed with your beautiful logo, and you haven't made any money yet. No. That's old school how we build a business. How we build a business now, because we have the beautiful online world, is we jump on Facebook, we jump on Instagram, we get our message out there, and we make some sales. We pivot, we change, we package it up, and we make more sales. That's how the internet works. That's what we have access to. And that's what is amazing, this industry, or this time that we are in, that we have these tools that are at our fingertips. Yeah? So it's time to step up there and start using it. So guys, these 3 mistakes, they are all easily fixed. What was number 1? I have it written on my board over there. Number 1 was sell, sell, sell. Stop it. Stop being so salesy. Warm them up. Get them to know you before you make an offer. Number 2, what was number 2? It was no plan. Thank God I wrote it on my whiteboard over there. I'd be like, there's no plan. You've got to make a plan. You've got to make a plan, because when you make a plan, you become consistent. Consistency is what makes social media works for us. Consistency. Not showing up every single day. We don't have to show up every single day, but we have to show up consistently with a plan and a strategy. I'm not here to teach you that you have to look into your phone every single morning and tell Instagram what you had for fucking breakfast. That's not what I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you to create a plan and a strategy around what you're selling, so that our posts are warming them up for what you're selling, so that when you do post, they want to buy. And you have people waiting to buy from you. Okay. And number 3, of course, is not showing your face. It's time to show up, guys. It's time to get out of that comfort zone and show up. You will not believe the results that you will get when you start to show up. All right. Okay. So I get it. Whoa. I get it. It's hard. You feel stuck, and that's why you need to take action. Anyone who got my email last night about being stuck, I was talking to myself as much as you guys, because I go through these phases of being stuck, of you know, stunted with imposter syndrome and whatever else, and going, oh, you know, second guessing myself. And then somebody sends me a message and says, you know, Denise, oh my God, thank you for, you know, your video. It's such an inspiration. And I go, whoa. And I realize that I do have a message to tell. I do have a story to tell. And it's my duty to turn up and tell you guys, and to help you guys, whatever it is you need help with, because I have those tools and I have those skills. Just like it's your duty to sell whatever it is you're selling. If you've got a product or a service that can help me, it's your duty, your absolute duty to sell it to me. Yeah? Your absolute duty to sell it to me. All right, guys. So did you know that there are 4.48 billion social media users worldwide? Massive, guys. Social media is massive. It is going nowhere, okay? Do not think that you're, you know, behind the curve by not being on it. Well, you kind of are a little bit, but by being here and wanting to learn more and wanting to push forward, you are pushing in front of the curve. By learning from me, and I mean this, by learning from me, you are pushing on front of the curve, because what I'm doing is industry recognized. What I'm doing is from experience. It's from my experience of my own accounts, experience from business colleagues in the States of what's working in social media. It's not something we read in a book 43 years ago. Yeah, or even 2 years ago. This is why people say to me all the time, why haven't you written a social media book? And every time I say I'm going to write a social media book, I'm going to do it, every time I say it would be out of date by the time I published it, because things change like that on social media. Change like that. Instagram changes, Facebook. You log on, you know yourself, you log on to Instagram and go to do something and everything's different. Same on Facebook. Be aware of that, guys. Be aware and keep your finger on the pulse with what's changing, what trends are working. And by the way, 2.8 of those 4.5 billion users are on Facebook. Facebook has the lion's share of users. All right. One of the next biggest ones is WhatsApp. They call WhatsApp a social media channel. All right. Up there in that top 4 in the billions is Instagram as well. Guess who owns WhatsApp and who owns Instagram? Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's going nowhere, guys. So do not take your eye off the ball on Facebook. We've got Facebook is the biggest at 2.8 billion. We've got YouTube at 2.2 billion. We've got WhatsApp at 2 billion. Instagram 1.3 billion. Facebook Messenger 1.3 billion and WeChat 1.2 billion. So there are 6 social media channels that are all above the billion users, and Facebook own Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Messenger. 6 of them, Facebook own 4 of them. Facebook is going nowhere. All right, be aware of that. Okay, so it's time to stop procrastinating, time to stop fearing judgment and get it done. Because guys, I know procrastination and fear of judgment are 2 of the things that hold us back from posting on social media. How do I know? Because I'm me and I get it and I've been there. LinkedIn, yes, exactly. Sorry, LinkedIn is Mike's one and he doesn't see LinkedIn on the list. The reason why you don't see LinkedIn on that list is because LinkedIn do not issue industry stats. They don't issue stats that are up to date. The last stats that we have, this is from July 2021. The last stats that we had from LinkedIn was in and around the 2 million. So right down here, in around the 2 million mark rather than the billions. All right. But they don't issue stats the way the rest of them do. LinkedIn don't. So that's why you don't see them on the list, Mike. 750 million on LinkedIn. There you go. Thank you, Mike. I'm brutal with figures, as you can see. I said 2 million. But yes, that's why if you look up, you don't get the real stats coming from LinkedIn. You can Google it and get that, but it's not verified, which is why it's not on that group, what are they called? Chart. That chart is issued by Hootsuite, so they only put ones that are verified on it. LinkedIn is, of course, a fantastic platform for B2B, which I know Mike absolutely loves LinkedIn. Okay, so I get it, it's scary, but we've got to start showing up, guys. Yeah, we have got to. Excuse me, I was exactly where you guys were. That fear of failure. Afraid to launch my products, afraid to go out into the world, wondering who would buy them, wondering where would I be, guys. A lot of you guys have been following me a while. Mike, you're new to me, but I have a program called the Authority Builder. Where would my authority builders be now if I hadn't launched the Authority Builder 2 years ago? So forgetting about myself and all this, right now on this call, I have some of my authority builders. And if I look at them, like I've got Orla, I've got Victoria, I think there's a few Anya's here, all of those girls, there's a good few, Justine's here. But if I look at their businesses, where their business is now and where the business was before they started the Authority Builder, how bad would it be if I had never launched and they would never be where they are now? So it is your duty to take what you have and teach it if you've got something that can help somebody. We've got to get out of our own way. And it's ego that holds us back, as weird as that sounds, because it is our ego, because we don't want to fall flat in our face. We don't want people say no to us and all of that. But guys, what if it didn't have to be so hard? All right. Excuse me, I'm getting a dry throat now. What if there was a way to get all your content planned out and actually created in one sitting? Like what I talked about. So let's say you can plan all your content for the whole month in one day, so that then you just have to turn up a few minutes a day to make sure your social media is still working. There's Victoria. She says she has no fear now, and I know I have to work hard to be visible. Oh, Victoria, and you're doing a fantastic job. So did you know that most of my clients will spend one day creating content per week, and then they're free for the week? I myself, I spend a Monday morning creating my content. It's ready for the week, and then I'm free. It doesn't mean that I'm not on social media in the other days, but I go on kind of 20 minutes each morning, and I'll post what I have ready to post. But that's all done with a good strategy and a plan. Planning and creating your content in advance saves you days and days and days of time per month. It stops you second guessing. It stops you when you're about to post going, oh God, what will I post? Or, is this the right thing? Or should I be posting this? So this is Ruth. Creating content daily was a big struggle. But once we sat down and planned it properly, it became much easier. Ruth is using Instagram to drive sales to her website. And sales went from 1K months to 15K months when Ruth went all in on her visibility. Creating content, creating a plan. When we started with Ruth, she would work to her plan and then fall off the wagon a bit and kind of be like, oh, I don't know what to post, I'm stuck. So I'd bring her back in and we'd go back to the plan, we'd plan it out, and we'd put the structure in place, and off she'd go again. It's structure and planning that we need, guys. That's what's going to help us through this. But how can we do all of this? Almost all of the questions that I get from all of you guys is about creating content. Most of you guys are in my Grow Your Business with Denise Inspired free group. If you're not in there, you've been invited to join by signing up on this. So make sure you're in there. Almost all your questions are about creating content. Denise, what can I post? Denise, where can I post? Should I be on Facebook? Should I be on Instagram? Should I be on LinkedIn? What time will I post that? How can I post? How can I make sales? My social media is not working. All around content. So I have listened to you guys. And as you know, I'm always banging on about what's the problem that you solve. So I am going to solve your problem today. And that is why I've created the content circle, guys. So the content circle is designed to solve your content problems, to take the stress out of content creation for you. Would you like to hear about it? The content circle is an online course that I have created. Let me know in the comments as I'm drinking my water if you'd like to hear about what the content circle entails. Isn't it funny how when you start to talk and then you start this little cough that wasn't there before? I should never drink tea before a webinar. I find tea makes me do that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear about the content circle. Emma says yes please. John says yes please. Paula says do tell. Do tell, yes please. Okay guys, so the content circle is my baby. I absolutely adore it. Caroline says spill the beans. Steve says yes please. I adore it. So when I teach the authority builders, the content circle section is one of the ones that they love the best, because it is gold, guys. I have been implementing the content circle and teaching the content circle for the last 10 years. It has evolved as social media has evolved. I've been in businesses, big multi-million businesses, where I go in and I teach the content circle as a strategy to their marketing team. This is tried and tested, and this is what I want to teach you guys. I want to get you guys working like the bigger brands do, but without spending all that money that the bigger brands spend on ads. Sound good? Of course it does. I introduced you to the content circle earlier on. This is it. This is how it works. So my plan with the course of the content circle, I'm going to teach you how to plan, create, and implement that content circle into your weekly social routine, so that you are creating your content in one day and the rest of your time is free to engage and to post, but not to be getting caught up in what to post and how to post. All right, I will teach you the exact strategies that we use for bigger brands and for smaller brands and for personal brands. You will learn my 3 steps to creating content that sells on social media. I've broken it down into 3 steps because I am doing it in 3 workshops, okay? So we have step 1. Step 1 is why, what, how, okay? So in step 1, you will learn why use social media, what channel to use, okay? So I will help you break down the exact channel that you should be using in social media, but how to use it. I'll show you how to use Facebook. I'll show you how to use Instagram, and I'll show you how to use LinkedIn properly, okay? So that's step 1. Step 1 is broken into a 2-hour workshop, okay? So it's a 2-hour workshop of step 1. Step 2 is content. So what type of content can I post? Should I use videos? How can I use video? Should I use images? How can I use carousel posts? What should I put in my stories? How often do I put in stories? How can I use hashtags? Should I use hashtags? What are hashtags? How do I create content? I introduced the content circle in this masterclass, or in step 2. I introduced the content circle and we start to see how it works and how to save time when posting and scheduling. And I add lots of other tools in there. So step 2 is all about that content. So step 1 was how to post, where to post. Step 2 is now all about the actual content that you're going to create. And step 3 is completing the circle. So step 3, the 3rd masterclass, is putting the systems and workflows in place so that your content runs smoothly. Now, what do I mean? I mean that when you finish the content circle, you have planned out your content for the next 3 months, guys. That brings you into silly season up to Christmas. That means that your brain is free of this judgment. You should have posted. You should be on social media. You should have done this. You should have done this. That's all gone. You've pushed that to the side and you can concentrate on running your business, guys. All right. So complete the content circle in step 3. We put all the systems in place so it all runs well. We help repurpose the content. I show you how to do what I was talking about. I show you how to download the videos, upload them and get the transcripts, put the subtitles on them, edit them so that they can go on YouTube, edit them so that they can go on IGTV, how to do the image quotes in Canva, how to design them yourself and put them up, all of that good stuff, and how to create an omnipresence. So how to show up on all platforms. Does that sound good, guys? So it is a 3-step process. Each masterclass or each session is workshop based and it's 2 hours each session. So it goes across 3 days, 2 hours each. Okay? Let me know if that sounds good while I take some water. And breathe. Okay, of course it sounds good. But I have some great news for you. Of course I have great news. Jeff says, seriously good. Good. God, say that again. Caroline says. I'll go through it all again in a minute. But I have some great news for you, okay? Of course I do. I have an introductory deal. You guys are my people, okay? So those of you who are here that have been to lots of my stuff before, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Those of you like Mike who just turned up today and you noticed my ad and here you are, I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. So I have got an introductory deal for you. Of course I do. So I'm going to give you guys actionable steps, okay? Accountability, worksheets, projects. This is a project-based system. I will teach you exactly how to implement it in your business. You will be given homework that you must complete, and it will all be ran through the Facebook group. So I'll be posting saying, guys, this is your homework, get it done. You'll be posting saying homework is done. This is the next step. It's a step-by-step process. I will work you through it, okay? I will work you through it. The beauty of this is you are getting an introductory, which means I will be doing this live with you. In the future, this is going to be my online course. So people who buy this content circle in the next few months will get the recorded sessions in the membership area. You guys are the lucky ones because you get me live. You get me like this, okay? I will be live. You will be asking your questions. Anything you ask, I will be answering. So that is a fantastic bonus that you guys are getting. You get me live. Okay, we start on Friday the 24th, which is next Friday. We do 11 till 1 next Friday. On Monday the 27th, the following Monday, we do 11 till 1. And on Thursday the 28th, we do 11 till 1. 3 sessions, 2 hours each. You make yourself available for the live sessions and we work through it. If you cannot make the live sessions, you don't stress about it, because the live session is recorded, it's uploaded into the Facebook group. So later on the Friday, if you couldn't make it, you watch the session. Your homework is still there. Your workbooks are still there. Your actionable steps and your accountability is all still there in that Facebook group, telling you step by step what to do. All right, so it goes over these 3 sessions. I am there with you. Yes, I am there with you in that group, answering your questions for 2 whole weeks as you work through this. This runs over the course of 1 week, but you have me for a second week to answer your questions. Now, when that happens, I will be launching this again and it will be recorded. All right. In the future, people will have to pay to stay in the group after their 2 weeks. You guys, anyone who buys this today is getting lifetime access to the content circle. And by lifetime, guys, I mean for as long as it exists. If in 2 years' time I decide the content circle is finished and I'm not, that's okay, yeah? But you get access to the content circle. So you get to stay in the group and you get access to the training forevermore. Now, let me tell you what the beauty of that is. The beauty of that one is, what did I say earlier on? The third date is wrong. Okay, it's the Thursday. My apologies. It's the Thursday. I'll check that. Is Tuesday 28th? It's Thursday the 30th. Thank you, Mike. See, typos. Thank you, Mike. And so it's Thursday the 30th is that last one. So the beauty of you guys getting full-time access forevermore to the content circle is, remember what I said earlier on, when things change in social media? Guess what's going to happen when things change? And I'm working in the content circle. I'm of course going to re-record some things and let you guys know you get access to that. So anyone who buys this, now you must buy the content circle today to get the lifetime access, because after that, it's going to be a paid session. So after that, you get it for 2 weeks and you pay then for a month, per month to stay in. Okay, so that is the content circle. You guys can watch it on the replay if you're not there. If you can't make the live sessions, you still work along with your homework. Your accountability is there. When this launches the next time, I said all that, you guys are getting lifetime access. All right. So this is Amy. She says, almost every time I put out some good content, I get a call from a client. And this is true, guys. Every time I post out my content, this is Sylvia. She puts her content out, uses Instagram and Facebook to sell her workshops. Her first workshop sold in less than 24 hours. This stuff works, guys. Creating good quality content works. So who wants to get started? What to post, when to post, how to sell without being salesy, how to plan and implement the content circle. Do you want to hear the price? Of course you do. Of course you want to hear the price. You're all like, just tell us the price. Will I tell you the price? Let me know yes in the comments if you want to know. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm going to tell you the price. Okay, so this course will cost you $997. Any of you who have seen my Authority Builder program know that I charge €4,000 for the Authority Builder program. This content circle is a fantastic online course, and it is coming in at 1,000. But remember, in a few days of working together, you will have all your content planned for the next few months. All right. But of course, I have a special offer for you today. Obviously, I've said that you are my people. I've said that this is my introductory. So obviously, because you're my first lot, I have a great deal for you. All right. Would you want to hear it? Say yes. You're supposed to say yes when I say, do you want to hear it? Yes, Denise, we want to hear it. You're leaving me on my own again. You have to, you know I'm needy. All right. Olga says yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Jeff says yes. Okay, let's hear the deal. Let's hear the deal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, remember, you saw it. Remember, you're getting extra perks if you are getting me, because you are getting me live. Okay, so that is the extra perk that you're getting. You are getting me live this time. In the future, that won't be the case. So that's a huge perk, guys. Okay, but I also have some other bonuses for you, and I'm aware I spelled bonuses wrong. Again, dyslexia. Okay, so today you can buy the content circle for $497. That is including the VAT. There's nothing else added to that, so it is just $497 for the content circle. Remember, if you paid somebody to do your marketing for even 1 month, they would charge you way more than 497. If you paid somebody to do some Facebook work for you or some Instagram work for you, they charge you at least $1,000 for a month. You're getting this content circle for 497, and you're going to learn how to do it all yourself. You're going to have these skills, which I call life skills, that are going to bring you into 2022 so that you are ready to hit the ground running, and all of your content is there and it's controlled and it's planned. So for 497, as I said, any of you who buy this weekend only, right? I think I said today only, but I'll let you go for this weekend. Only people who buy this weekend get the lifetime access. So do not miss out on that, because you get all of my gold forevermore. Everybody else who signs up later will have to pay a monthly fee on top if they want to continue after the first 4 weeks. Okay, so plus I have another big bonus. For the first 5 people who buy today, I have some more bonuses, right? So be in this, you want to be in the first 5 who buy. Okay, you just want to. The first 5 people who buy get me one-on-one on Zoom for 30 minutes to answer all of your questions and help you kickstart your journey. Okay, so currently I'm charging $597 for an hour on Zoom. I do help you get out of your own way, break down the problem that you have, help you map it out and get moving. So you're getting 30 minutes of my time on Zoom where I will help you. You can say to me, Denise, you know, I've been on Facebook and this is what I've been doing and it's not working, help, and I'll help. You can say, Denise, I don't know if it's Instagram or Facebook. Denise, I don't know if this price is right. Denise, should I launch this course or this course? Should I be doing this or should I be doing this? Let me give you my expertise. You get me for 30 minutes on Zoom, one-on-one. Guys, that is absolute gold. Any of my clients can tell you that I am fantastic one-on-one at breaking down those problems. So the first 5 people who buy the content circle today get access to this bonus. So make sure you're one of those 5. Bonus number 2 for the first 5 people is you 5 people submit your business to me. You tell me what business you're in, what industry you're in, and what you're selling, and I will use you guys as the examples in my course. Okay, which means you will get me on my whiteboard breaking down the content for your exact business. Guys, that is gold. Businesses pay me thousands to come into their business and break down and give them what we call a yellow brick road to break down how their content should be done. So you get me doing that live on my Zoom for 5 different businesses for the 5 people who buy it. So that bonus alone is worth more than the 497 for the course. So make sure you get on there and you're one of those first 5. Do not miss that. And bonus number 3, of course, you have me live in the group answering all of your questions and helping you to success. So that is by getting me live. That's a great offer. In fairness, Brian says it'll be paid for in no time. Exactly, Brian. How much have you wasted? How much time, effort, and money have you wasted on social media over the last month, 2 months, 3 months? This course will pay for itself in days. It literally will. And we all know that when we show up with purpose and we post content with purpose, we make sales. It works if we do it correctly. So let me teach you guys. Yeah, let me teach you. Okay, so who is in? So remember, do not miss the first 5 people to buy, get those bonuses. So what I want you guys to do, everybody who's here, open up a new browser or go on your phone, and I want you to go to, and I'm going to do it as we're talking as well, I want you to go to www.thecontentcircle.ie/order. So can you please all go there for me anyway? Because I just want to make sure that the page works. So the contentcircle.ie/order. Okay, can you head over there to me? Let me know when you have that page pulled up. So it's www.thecontentcircle.ie/order. Okay, so if you can, Caroline says yes, it's there. Brilliant. Anybody else find it? Make sure it's all there and all working. Fantastic. So when we go over to the content circle, you will see on that page there's an order form. Okay, the order form is there. You fill in your details, put in your credit card details, put in your name, your address, hit that buy now button, and the next page you'll be brought to will be the thank you page. Jeff said he got it. Brilliant, brilliant. So it's all working, it's all there. You fill in your details. It might sound obvious, but you fill in your name, your address, your credit card, put your credit card details in, press that buy now button. If you are within those first 5 people to buy, you will get the bonus of the one-on-one with me. You will get the bonus of me breaking down your own content and your own social medias. And you know what, guys, what I'm going to throw in as an extra bonus for any of you who buy, actually, not just the first 5, anyone who buys today from this webinar, I will throw in a free social media audit where I will go to your Facebook, your LinkedIn, and your Instagram, and I will record a video of myself auditing your social media so that I can give you quick tips that you can implement straight away. Does that sound good, guys? Let me know. Let me know if this is a good offer, because this is a feckin' amazing offer. As Brian said, it is a great offer. It will be paid for in no time. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's an absolute no-brainer. If you can pull in, if you can put out some good content over the next few weeks and you get 1 new client or 2 new clients, it'll be paid for. If you're a lower end, you know, if you're selling a lower end product, you know, that it'll be paid for in no time. Yeah. Anya says, yes, it's a brilliant offer. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, step 1 was go to the page. Paula says that's an amazing offer, Denise. Thank you, Paula. Are you in? You should be in, Paula. You should be in. It definitely, it'll be fantastic for you. Caroline, you should be in as well. And Jeff and Mike, definitely. Guys, this is for you. This is, I mean, if you enjoyed the webinar and you enjoy my content, you've seen me before, you've seen this stuff, you know what I teach and you know what I've got here. It's time to, you know, get out of your own way and get signed up. Think about how you'll be within the next 3 weeks, just having this bit sorted, you know, like procrastination, fear around judgment, fear around what to post, fear around doing it wrong. Caroline says done. Good girl, Caroline. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What I'll do, Caroline, is when you hit that buy now button, the next step you get will be, step 3 is head over, oh, there's Orla. Step 3 is head over to Grow Your Business with Denise Inspired and create a post. So the next window after you buy tells you what to do. So go into the free group, Grow Your Business with Denise Inspired, create a post saying, I just bought the content circle, can I have my bonuses? And Caroline, I will get those bonuses to you. I'm going to send you a link. We can actually, Caroline, if you want, we can actually hop on Zoom and do your one-on-one today, because you're my very first one saying done. So I can do your one-on-one this afternoon if you're free. So you let me know. That would be amazing to help you really get started even before the weekend. Guys, I am super excited to have you all in it. Make sure that you sign up. This offer is not staying. I'm doing this webinar this weekend. I'm doing the webinar again on Monday. But the bonuses will be going, and not only will the bonuses be going, but the next time I launch the content circle, it'll be launching at the higher price ticket. So do not miss out, guys. Do not miss out. Whether you're new into my circle and you haven't seen me before, or whether you've, you know, if this is your first webinar and you've enjoyed this content, this is only the tip of the iceberg of what I can teach you guys. If you have been following my content for a while, then you know it's expensive to work with me. It's not cheap. This is a fantastic offer. Yeah, you will never get it this cheap again, and you'll never get this much access to me this cheap again. All right, guys. So this is Miss Orla. I don't know if Orla is still here. And she said, new clients coming on board all of the time simply because they are spotting my content and interacting with it. Who knew that it works? I've got clients coming out of the woodwork. And Orla loved the content circle. So much so she laminated the sheet and she has it stuck on her wall beside her computer to remind her to keep going. Caroline's busy today, but Caroline, we will definitely, I'll send you a list and we will we'll hook up. Carmel says, great masterclass. Thanks very much. Carmel, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. And guys, thank you for being here. Those of you who are in my authority builders already, those of you who are interested in the content circle and who have previously bought the authority builder, message me if you're interested in the content circle, because I have a special offer for you guys. And those of you who are in the authority builder VIPs, you get access to the content circle anyway, so don't buy it. Guys, have a fantastic day. Big love to you all as always. And Jeff says, thanks Denise, always inspiring. Thank you, Jeff, you're too kind, you're too kind. Guys, make sure you get over there to the content circle and buy that course, because You're gonna love it. Paula says, great energy. Thanks, Denise. You're welcome. Thanks, Victoria. Thank you, guys. Have a fantastic day. Happy Friday and all that. Mike says, enjoyed it. Thanks. You're so welcome. Steve said, enjoyed it. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic day. And oh, I just want to make sure I've got no questions. What about new business wanting to link in with you as you how you felt? Okay, I will chat to you about that, Caroline. How do I book a one-on-one session for a review? Jeff, I just got your question. How do I book a one-on-one session for a review? Buy my course, and that's the cheapest way of getting a one-on-one session. As I said, a one-on-one session with me is $597. If you want to book that, then you PM me on Facebook or send me an email and I'll book you in. But the most economical way right now is to buy the content circle. You get your one-on-one session, you get your review, and of course you get the access to the course. Justine, thank you. Thanks for being here. Guys, thanks a million. Message me. Let's hook up. If we're not connected on Facebook, make sure we are. Thanks, Denise. I have a few questions. I will email you answers. Perfect. Email over the questions, guys. And thank you for being here. Big love. I'm Denise Inspired, and be inspiring, guys. Always be inspiring. Have a great day. Thanks for your time.